So today I've got the new Honor Magic V3, and apparently we're looking at something that is incredibly thin and light for a folding device. This is their latest folding device. I've looked at their products in the past. That thing was already kind of like impossibly thin. Ooh, yes, that is incredibly thin. That is definitely the thinnest folding device I've ever interacted with. It is incredible that they're able to engineer something that thin. Definitely as thin as a typical smartphone, if not thinner than some of them when it's in its folded configuration. When you need that one-handed functionality, you have it, but then it's like you've got this bonus inside. You open it up and you have this tablet-like experience without the drawback of a fat phone when it's closed up. Now, one of the ways I'm sure they've achieved this is by having quite a large bump out for the camera section, which, believe it or not, also houses a periscope style folded lens for zoom. Somehow they were able to cram that in there. A couple of other cameras and a flash there as well. This is a nice matte finish on this forest green color. And then on the inside, you get one more camera. So this unit houses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total cameras. Before I even get to the other items in the package, here we've got a Pro Max. It's exactly the same. This is shocking. When you see it stand alone, it's hard to know because you have that seam in the middle, so you can't really tell for sure how thin it is. But you stack it next to a Pro Max, it's the same thing. It's just split in two. When it's stacked and closed, it is the same as a Pro Max. That is wild. Now, in order to achieve this, I'm fairly certain they're gonna have to have some sort of split battery setup, which is okay because it also means you're gonna get faster charging in most cases. All right, let's look at the other contents in the package. We've got a power brick included in the box. That's kind of nice. Yeah, so they've given you a 66 watt Honor supercharged power brick. They've also included your USB-C cable, SIM tool. Oh, and they give you a case as well. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. They've integrated a kickstand into the camera cover. So if you lay it down on the table, it'll protect your camera section, but then it will also act as a kickstand. Oh, so I could just do this and then this, or this. That is a cool design. Well done. This has a leather-like texture, and it's a very similar color to what's underneath with this sort of forest green. But I do like the way they figured out how to cover the hinge. That's nice. All right, so looking around the device, we have our power switch, volume rocker. When it's unfolded, volume moves to the left-hand side, Type-C down on the bottom. And I'm also noticing 2 separate speaker grills. You can spread those speakers out. I can hold it like this. My hands are not covering either of them, and they're at ear level when I'm watching content like this.
What's that?
Like, you seemed excited before this happened. Like, you booted Mo out, you're like...
No, I am excited. It's always fun to shoot.
Plenty of brightness. I've just cranked it up and Mo's gonna have to adjust his exposure. It's extremely bright. If I move to the interior display, ooh, check the animation on that. Boom. Look at that, the way it slides in. I don't mind that. See the way it just jumps in there, filling the screen up? It's also got a satisfying hinge. Sort of just pops into place at the last bit, like with a spring. It creates enough tension that the seam of the device kind of fades away. I mean, it's there if you're looking for it, but it is subtle compared to some of the others that I've seen. If you have a white screen like this, then it vanishes even more so. It becomes even harder to spot. Okay, let's jump into some camera stuff. I'm gonna go out to 0.6. So here is our ultra wide, then our main camera, now our 2x. You can see it's stabilized here, and then 3.5. Ooh, look at the bokeh. Look at the bokeh on the zoom. Lots of detail there, vibrant. You've got lots of camera versatility. I also want to check the difference between the selfie cameras. It actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna turn off beauty. Internal camera, try the external. I mean, plenty of detail. I don't know which one was better. As you know, some other manufacturers are taking this internal camera and hiding it under the display, but it comes at the expense of the camera quality. In this case, they're not, and they actually have managed to replicate almost identically the experience, whether you shoot on the external or internal front-facing camera. Those look very comparable. I give a slight advantage to the external, but whatever, yeah, they're both usable. And they're front-facing cameras, so relax. This is a test, 4K 60 frames per second video on the Magic V3 folding device. This is the main camera. 1X. It's Mo's New Jersey. Nice, good look.
Always.
Let's just analyze.
Just look at the gray hairs.
Hello, dog. Wow, dog looks great on here. Not gonna lie. Dog wants treat, though. Otis. Okay. 3, 2, 1. So this gives us an idea of our portrait isolation. Look at this, look at that. Extremely friendly, can't you tell? Like, look at the way the blue pops on this thing. It's just really boosted. Like, even the black, it brings out the detail. Like, I can see the perforations in the jersey. And one of the things I like about these folding displays is since they don't have glass, it almost feels like you're interacting directly with the content. This is another one that's difficult to describe. It just feels like there's less distance between your fingertip and the content itself. Equally responsive on the outside, but this is more what you're used to with the glass surface. Experience split keyboard. This is very comfortable typing. Just so much less cramped. So the inner screen actually features a smart toolbar at the bottom, which allows for permanent applications. And you've got the extra real estate on this internal display. So why not have it operate more like a laptop or tablet by having those applications so you can quickly switch between them or multitask by launching one on either side of the unfolded display. So you actually got something built in here called face-to-face translation, and this will support multiple input methods. It could be text or it could be voice, but the main thing is it's extremely low latency. So you can use this feature when you're in front of somebody trying to communicate with them in a different language.
Hello, nice to meet you. What is your name?
Bonjour, ravi de vous rencontrer. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Louis.
Hello, my name is Louis.
Now there's also some cloud-based AI features through Google integration. So you've got Gemini AI Office, which then gives you voice to text, translations, Magic Eraser, and so on. They've also got something called Magic Portal, and this allows you to drag to sync and one-click access to Google image search and other applications. Not even 15 grams difference? Alternatively, here's 15 grams. So for this amount of added weight, which is fairly insignificant, 15 grams, you have a device that mimics a slab-style flagship in this format, but then also happens to give you this option where this one stays stuck like this. It's so thin. It's ridiculous how thin it is. I mean, that is the shocking. If you hand this to anybody, that is all they're gonna talk about. Like, wow, how is that? How did they engineer it? I mean, you gotta have so many different components in there. I mean, the display component, battery component, like how did they squish the board in there? And then don't even get me started on the camera aspects. Now I know there's a bump out for the camera, obviously, but to fit a periscope style folded lens in there, guys, I don't know, man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty wild what they've been able to do. 2024, I swear we're all like blunted to these developments because we've just had smartphones for so long, and I don't know what it is. It's just kind of like, it feels like one after the other, but like you look at something like this and you're like, no, it's not over yet. They can still figure out ways to slim it up, to streamline it, and to take technologies, foldable displays, and integrate them in ways that have far fewer drawbacks when compared to the first generation of these folding devices. Like, this is a huge leap from that very first folding device that I put in my pocket.